Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, a Kennewick Town Hall erupts. The questions many are left with tonight after the program director for a proposed sex offender home responds to the lack of staff training. Plus, emergency crews rush to King Toll Road in Prosser, the blaze that left firefighters battling through the night. And Kennewick witnesses the legacy of the Harlem Globetrotters, the legends giving back and connecting with fans during their centennial tour.
And we started out with lots of sunshine today, clouds rolling in, some much needed rain. All the details coming up. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is off tonight, but we do want to begin here with our very own Stacy Lee. I enjoyed the sun, Stacy, but I hear changes are coming, huh?
It was sunny, a little crisp, but not a bad day overall. But you noticed by the time you got to work tonight, the clouds. So
yeah,
we do
something's
have
creeping in, huh?
Big shift in the weather. Come take a look. We've got one of 3 systems in a row coming in. Now, they are not gigantic, but they're actually going to bring a little much needed moisture to the area. This is what's just starting to come in to the west coast. 34 degrees right now, dust level Skycam in Pasco. Light winds at 5 miles per hour, so our feels like temp tonight is 30 degrees. Certainly want to bundle up. It's a bit chilly outside all through the region. In fact, some of us are already down below that freezing level, and the rest of us will join that freezing level here in just a little bit. We do have the potential for some icy roads overnight tonight and Thursday morning because of those low temperatures and that much needed precip coming across those mountains and headed our direction. Our lows tonight are going to be dropping down into the 20s, 25 for Tri-Cities, 24 Yakima, 26 Walla Walla, 24 in Hermiston. Planning your night out, there you go. Very chilly. Most of us down below freezing by 7 p.m. So it's definitely chilly. So look for that wintry mix or slick roads, if anything, especially over our bridges and overpasses. That rain and mountain snow finally coming to the region. Temperatures will be on the rise. And get ready, we'll have a pretty mild day tomorrow and a mild weekend ahead. All the details coming up. Wendy?
Now to central Kennewick, where hundreds of neighbors packed into the Highlands Middle School cafeteria last night. They heard from the man who plans to operate a home for registered level 3 sex offenders just off of 8th and Edison. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz takes us to that town hall meeting and shows us how the community is reacting.
Why is that okay?
Are you going to answer that? For hundreds in the crowd and thousands more watching online, Monday's town hall meeting was the first opportunity for many community members to talk to officials, including the operator of the program, as an LRA is set to go into their neighborhood. Audience members had so many questions that a long line still remained when the 2-hour Q&A session ended. Most of the questions were directed at property manager Joe Field, including why the neighborhood got chosen for the home, as residents say it's home to many kids in schools.
In schools, I live under the statute of the law, and schools are far enough away. In the neighborhood, listen to me, in the neighborhood that I have Walla Walla, there are 2 apartment complexes, 1 block. It doesn't matter, it's the same program, there's kids everywhere.
Audience members also pressed field and state officials about safety. They say that there are no safety measures that could make them feel comfortable living next to level 3 registered sex offenders.
A 19-year-old who is just coming into adulthood, who's working a 9-to-5, who's paying her taxes, should not have to be here telling grown men that this is wrong.
Field says the house will always be staffed with 2 workers during the day and 1 at night. He says residents will wear ankle monitors, and if they leave the property, workers are supposed to immediately call police. A woman who says she is the landlord of Field's Walla Walla program added that she believes the offenders are reformed.
These men have been respectful, straight, and they have behaved beautifully.
But the bottom line for many in the crowd, including victims of sexual assault, is that they don't want an LRA in their neighborhood.
Why would you want to put anybody else through the pain that both you and me have felt? Why is that okay?
And after the town hall, residents took to social media to express their feelings on the meeting. One social media user says he's disappointed that residents weren't alerted sooner about the plan, saying that he found it interesting that it was stated they were in communication with the city since January 2025. Another is saying, I think he, as in Joe Field, contradicted himself, outright lied multiple times, and danced around other inquiries. Other users say they feel worried for their property values, unsatisfied, and defeated. The town hall is leaving many residents with more questions than answers. Questions about transparency from leaders, the finances of the program, and whether or not neighbors can achieve their goal of preventing the LRA from opening. We plan to keep digging into this story to find the answers that community members are still waiting for. From Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
We are speaking with community members in attendance of the town hall tomorrow to get their perspective on what comes next. One of the topics brought up in the town hall meeting was on the issue of training. People wanted to know what kind of training the staff at the proposed offender home would have. One of the speakers addressed Joe Field, the program director of the home in Walla Walla, about the necessary training his staff will have when it comes to working with and monitoring offenders at the Kennewick residence. The response Field gave did not sit well with many members of the community.
What kind of equipment training do they have to go through before these officers can get there to restrain them?
So all my staff have been working in the same field for quite a while, right? That's the training is working in the field. There is no training. I'm a social worker. Like for chaperoning, they're trained by the RCTT team for chaperoning. But as far as that school training, there's no such thing. So working in the field is the experience and training, and they've been working in the field quite a long time.
What's RCTT?
Apple Valley News Now investigates found while the Washington State DOC typically requires completion of specific training for safety and security, sex offender treatment programs, and how to supervise and monitor offenders, there's no clear indication if these programs will be required at the proposed location in Kennewick. It's also important to note the state requires staffers who are in transitional housing to be classified as residential rehabilitation counselors, but we don't know yet if the classification for housing in Kennewick will stand there as well. So we are working to find out the training requirements for you. All right, switching gears now. A devastating house fire northwest of Prosser left a home in ruins. Take a look at these incredible images right here on your screen. Around 11 o'clock last night, West Benton firefighters responded to a fire near King Tull Road. The resident, we're told, escaped but was injured and taken for medical evaluation. Firefighters battled the flames through the night, and while the fire is out, the site may smolder for days, we're told. The cause remains under investigation. The Harlem Globetrotters are bringing their signature mix of basketball and comedy to Kennewick, and this year's stop is extra special. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says the team is celebrating 100 years of entertaining fans around the world, and one player says it's about much more than trick shots.
The Harlem Globetrotters are bringing their world-famous show to Kennewick, and this year, the visit comes with extra meaning. The team is celebrating 100 years of basketball, entertainment, and community impact, evolving from a small touring team into a global brand built on joy and connection. One of the players fans will see is Mark Splash Blunt, a Philadelphia native known for draining long-range four-point shots and igniting the crowd.
When you put on that jersey, it's more than just about yourself. It's about the people that's, sitting in the stands. So back then, I always wondered, what was my purpose to be here, even on this earth? And for me, it's to make people smile.
For Blunt, being a Globetrotter goes far beyond basketball. He says he grew up without many mentors outside of his parents, a reality that now drives his mission to give back, both around the world and at home in Philadelphia.
So for me, every time I would be home from tour, I would be, working with the Caring People Alliance and, just being there, being a mentor, being a big brother that maybe, that in the household maybe is not there.
Blunt joined the Globetrotters in 2021, recruited not just for his shooting, but for his personality and connection with fans, a tradition the team has maintained for a century. When the Globetrotters take the court in Kennewick, he says fans can expect more than just basketball.
When they come to a game, for me, it's the every time I score, I look at a fan. I always make connections when it comes to a fan. And I tell everybody, 1, 2, 3. Every time I count the 1, 2, 3, everyone already knows what's coming next. It's the splash.
This season marks the 100th year of Harlem Globetrotters. Founded by Abraham Michael Saperstein, a pioneer in black basketball and baseball during the segregated era. For Blunt, being a part of that legacy is humbling.
It's such an honor to be able to play in the same jersey as some of the greats, like the Meadowlark Lemons, the Curly Nils, the Sweet Blue Dunbar. So is to be able to be as a part of those names another 100 years from now, it's honestly a dream come true.
Blunt says if fans leave feeling entertained, inspired, and connected, that's a win long after the final buzzer. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Should be quite the show. The Globetrotters will be in Kennewick February 4th at the Toyota Center. Tickets are on sale. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, why travelers are questioning how a $1 billion deal could affect their flights. We'll tell you. And we'll also tell you about your full First Alert weather forecast when Stacy comes back with some big changes on the way.
Important news alert. President Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney for Washington's 4th Congressional District.
President Trump endorsed me because he knows I'm a fighter.
Amanda McKinney will fight to grow our economy and improve affordability, keep our borders secure, advance American energy dominance, and always protect our farmers and families. Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney. America first. Central Washington always. Washington Rising is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Only one station is on your side.
With the most coverage from the most places.
With comprehensive, accurate forecasts to help you avoid weather surprises.
Only one station.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
Next ET, we're at the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie sounding off on her new voice. Plus, Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien put each other in the hot seat.
Are you going off script already?
Yeah, baby.
Tonight at
Next
7
ET.
on Apple Valley News Now.
This President's Day, upgrade every room for less and more furniture. With sofas starting at $395, beds starting at $195, and mattresses starting at $329. We have styles for every budget. Plus, enjoy free delivery and 0% financing with no money down for 61 months. Shop the President's Day sale today at a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Only one station is on your side.
With the most coverage from the most places.
With comprehensive, accurate forecasts to help you avoid weather surprises.
Only one station.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Built for early mornings, long days, and whatever comes next, the Chevy Silverado is the truck that gets it done, day after day. At McCurley Chevrolet, we've got a huge inventory of Silverados. More trucks, more choices, ready to drive home today. Lease for just $329 a month, or lock in low 1.9% financing. And when you buy with McCurley, it's easy, honest, and hassle-free from start to finish. McCurley Chevrolet, your way home.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
In Pasco, an airline merger is making waves nationwide, and it's sparking questions in the Tri-Cities as well. Allegiant Airlines announced plans to acquire Sun Country Airlines in a billion-dollar merger that would create one of the country's largest low-cost leisure carriers. With Allegiant already flying out of Pasco, travelers are wondering if this could mean fewer flights, more destinations, or changes to ticket prices. Airport officials say mergers like this can sometimes lead to expanded service down the road, but for now, travelers flying out of Pasco can expect business as usual.
Allegiant's been a good partner of ours. They're growing by adding Orange County, which starts in a couple weeks. So I don't know yet if we will be a benefactor of the merger.
Taft says he doesn't think the merger will hurt the Tri-Cities airport and isn't sure what this will do to Allegiant's network. But for now, he says this is good news for travelers. The Walla Walla Fire District 5 levy renewal is on the ballot this February 10th, a measure that's been supporting emergency services in the community for more than 3 decades. But what does this renewal really mean for you and your neighbors? Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia breaks down the story behind the levy and why it matters to every corner of the county.
Since 1990, the Walla Walla County Fire District 5 levy has been a steady presence, renewed every 6 years to keep vital emergency services running smoothly. Fire Chief Mike Wickstrom says it's not a new tax, but a continuation of trusted support.
I think the big piece of it is, each time we look at our ballot, we're like, another tax, another tax. This is not. This is just a renewal. It's something that's really proven to be really sound and it's spent well throughout the county.
Chief Wickstrom explains that this levy is the backbone of the county's EMS system, a service relied upon heavily by residents. Without it, the county faces challenging decisions about how emergency medical services are delivered across the area.
Majority of our calls are EMS driven. And so this would be, close to almost half of our EMS delivery, so we would have to make changes in how we provide our service to the community if this doesn't pass.
Beyond emergency calls, the levy funds EMT schooling and ongoing training mandated by the state.
It provides the EMS training, all the trainings and the ongoing trainings, initial and ongoing, provides all the equipment that we use from all the bandages to all the cots and everything else that we might use for for paramedics or EMTs to show up at your house. So very expensive equipment, and so it's real vital that we have this.
The impact of this levy reaches every person in Walla Walla County. Chief Wickstrom highlights how the fire districts work together to ensure a quick and effective response no matter where an emergency happens.
It's important to get that service to them quickly. And that's something that we provide in all of Walla Walla County provides really, really well. So we work really well with other fire districts around us, and so if we're busy on another call or multiple calls, there's always somebody available to come to your door.
Looking ahead, if the levy doesn't pass this February, the district plans to bring it back for a vote in April.
It's that vital. Yeah, it's one of those that we just can't ignore. It's very vital to the EMS delivery system in all of Walla Walla County.
Chief Wickstrom says the renewal would stay at 50 cents per 1,000 of property value. Reporting from Walla Walla, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Remember, be sure to drop off your ballot at a drop box no later than 8 p.m. February 10th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And finally, some changes coming our way. We started out sunny today, then those clouds have started to roll in as we get ready for a couple of we'll call them quick-moving, quick systems, but bringing some much-needed moisture to the area. 33 degrees by Mart Skycam, taking a look down into the Yakima Valley. Winds at 7 miles an hour. The chilly feels-like temp is 27. It's going to be a cold one tonight, so get prepared for that and bundle up. Our temperatures have continued to drop. A lot of us already down around the freezing level. We're sitting just above that in Tri-Cities and Connell and out at Hanford. All right, the weather pattern, 2 quick systems and then a third one right behind that. That's the first one coming through overnight, early morning hours. That's when it will impact our region, staying on the west side. That one moves through. We kind of clear out for the day. Then the next system comes our way on Thursday, And if you look way out in the Pacific, there's another one right behind that. So they're a 1, 2, 3 punch coming through the area. But the first two are what we're going to take a close look at. Now, the biggest concern tonight is freezing rain and ice. This pink area here, right around the Tri-Cities, is where we could see that beginning around 10, 11, 12 o'clock tonight. It will continue to bring some moisture and more freezing rain possible or icy conditions between Yakima, Tri-Cities, and then take a look at the I-90 corridor headed up towards Spokane. We'll see some icy roads going that way and even some snowflakes. We're going to have a fairly mild day tomorrow throughout the afternoon, and then that next system starts to move in, bringing some mountain snow, rain showers to our region as those temperatures are warming up. And again, a couple of inches of snow heading up to the mountains. So it's about time. We had a pretty dry January, and we are going to bring in February with a little bit of moisture. Temperatures in the 30s and 20s tonight. Pivotal time point when we start seeing the freezing level right about the time that system moves through the area. That could cause some icy bridges or overpasses as that air is real cool below the bridge and on top. So even though the roadway has a temperature of 38 degrees on this model, the icy bridge is at 26. So got to be careful on those bridges and overpasses. And again, those culverts that sometimes you don't even realize are there. Tollgate, Blue Mountains, 4 to 6 inches possible in the next couple of days. White Pass, upper elevations up to 8 inches, lower elevations 3 inches. 3 to 6 across Snoqualmie Pass. So if your travels are taking you across any of our mountain passes, you'll want to check those pass reports. Overnight lows, like we said, down below freezing in the 20s all through the region. But the good news is we start seeing a nice little warm up. As you can see here, 5 to 15 degrees. Remember, our daytime highs were barely at freezing just the other day. Now we're up to 43 tomorrow. Looking at some rain chances close to 50 on Thursday. We're going to stay in those upper 40s and hitting the 50s again on Monday. Let's take a look at Yakima, 30s to the 40s, close to 50 on Monday, February 1st, 46. Looks like the weekend will be relatively quiet but a little bit overcast as we have seen over the last couple of weeks. Ellensburg will keep a close eye on that wintry mix. Could develop overnight into the early morning hours, but once things warm up, we'll transition to showers and chances of showers all the way into the weekend. Walla Walla could see a little bit of low-lying fog, 40% chance of rain there tomorrow. We'll hit those 50-degree temperatures beginning on Thursday. And in Hermiston, same thing. And again, Sunday is the first day of February. January just flew right by. National Bubblegum Day. I think we should all get some bubble gum and blow some bubbles. Have a good time. Right? Might be overcast and gloomy, so good indoor activity, right?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe.
February, right?
Don't put it under the table.
Hate when people do that, right?
Yeah.
It's never a good surprise. Don't put your hands under the table. All right, coming up, heavy fog triggers a chain reaction in Bakersfield. Why the morning commute turns dangerous for drivers on one highway.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
And just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
This was the scene in Bakersfield, California this morning following a pileup of more than 30 cars. Take a look right here. Oh my goodness. The crash on eastbound Highway 58 closed traffic in both directions. California Highway Patrol said the initial call was for a crash involving 3 vehicles, but that escalated into a chain of wrecks with more cars. Heavy fog covered the area at the time. Several injuries were reported, ranging from minor to major, but thankfully no reports of any deaths. An incredible high-flying feat was pulled off in Dubai. I don't know if I can see this one. This is an amazing team of skydiving wingsuiters as they fly through the eye of the world's tallest hotel. Wait a minute, haven't you seen this somewhere before, do you think? Oh yeah. There was a similar scene in one of the Transformer movies you might remember. But while that high-flying feat was the stuff of CGI movie magic, this one was all too real. After dozens of practice jumps, the team took to the air at speeds of roughly 125 miles per hour, if you can imagine that. Yikes. All right, still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, hundreds of community tips lead Portland police to an officer shooting suspect. The criminal history is revealed and new charges filed.
Kraken Capitals. Coverage begins at 7 tonight on My Network TV.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Escape the noise. Step inside Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel, where serenity meets luxury. Indulge in rejuvenating treatments, expert care, and the peaceful reset you've been craving. From soothing body rituals and revitalizing facials to wellness pods and more, Sage Spa is your moment to truly unwind. Treat yourself to the experience you deserve. Book your escape today at Sage Spa, exclusively at Legends Casino Hotel.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank.
I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there.
And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
Some recipes come with a little extra chaos.
Steal some and try it. Oh, that was a big bite.
Memories are made in the kitchen.
Little pinch.
Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
Right now, score big savings on all LG appliances. Whether you're looking for a fridge, dishwasher, or oven, we have the appliances for you in stock, ready to go today. Swing into Fred's Appliance. We're local like you.
I'm Conan O'Brien, and I'm hosting the Oscars for the second time on March 15th. Why am I back? To settle some scores, take care of some unfinished business. Actually, I just left my mouth guard in the theater. They're expensive.
This is something that I've been dreaming about.
I want to be a singer.
And I believe I can do it.
Being here just means the entire world to me.
You were born to sing.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial House Dermatology Center in Benton City.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for continuing to make Good Morning Northwest and GMA the most watched news each morning.
And if you're not watching yet, this is your invitation to wake up with Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
The #1 way to start your day.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts and Shelby's Floral proudly awards Alexis a new bicycle for being a community role model.
Every child deserves a bike. We love to support our community, especially our youth.
For more, click on Bikes for Tykes at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, millions of dollars annually for Pasco schools depends on levy voters. From athletics to academic clubs, what could be at risk? Plus, does the Tri-Cities train tomorrow's Olympians? You'll meet two 11-year-old judo champions ranked #1 nationally. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thanks for being with us today. I'm Wendy Redman alongside Stacy Lee, and it was nice seeing the sun out there this morning.
It was a frosty, chilly morning, but at least the sun was out for most of the day. But you may have noticed those clouds starting to move in. And finally, we're putting an end to dry January, and we have some moisture finally coming in our way. Come take a look at the screen. We've got our first alert radar. Check it out. There's that first band. When you look into Central Oregon near Madras, look at that. We're starting to see that mixed precip, and it's headed straight for the Columbia River Gorge. And that is where we could see some very slick to icy roads on I-84. So again, if your travels take you across the gorge over the next 24 hours, be safe. 30 degrees right now in Ellensburg. Pretty quiet as far as winds go, and pretty clear as well as visibility goes. So quiet but cold so far, but again, that's about to change overnight. Some towns already down below freezing. Tri-Cities sitting right above it. Hermiston at 32, 31 right now in Sunnyside. So we do have the potential for icy roads overnight into early morning hours, both Wednesday and Thursday mornings, with a couple of quick moving systems off the coast moving in. Our overnight lows will stay down in the 20s, so chilly once again tonight. For tomorrow, it's going to be cold out the door, but we are kind of in between systems, so most of that moisture coming in will fall overnight. You may not even know it happens. However, it's going to be a cold one when you get outside in the morning. Stays pretty cold in Ellensburg at noon, and then we can see our temperatures getting up in the 40s in some of our regions. So a wintry mix is possible in some areas with slick roads, much needed rain and mountain snow coming our way. I'll tell you just how much snow we're getting. Temperatures are on the rise, and we have a mild weekend ahead. Wendy.
Well, many school districts are going out for levies this year. One district is highlighting the role those funds play in students' lives. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with Pasco School District officials about their levy.
The Pasco School District will run an Educational Programs and Operations Replacement Levy on the February 10th ballot. The 4-year levy would be a continuation of the district's current levy, which expires at the end of this year. The levy helps fund programs like athletics, fine arts, school safety, and academic activities, generating about $35 million a year, while also allowing the district to receive more than $14 million in state levy equalization assistance. During the 2024-2025 school year, $30.5 million in levy funds were applied towards staffing, all from the same levy rate now being proposed.
The projected rate is $217, so we actually expect to end there on the old levy and pick up at the same spot on the new levy.
Dr. Castella says levy dollars don't just fund programs and staff, but help create high school experiences for many students.
If we all think back to our years in school, we remember, the purple, the bulldog, the mascots from our various high schools. And if you just think about those were funded by, the local effort. So, and that's the levy.
Dr. Castella says he personally seen students connect through levy-funded activities he didn't even know existed.
I had a kiddo the other day, I was walking through a school, and he had a Rubik's Cube, and he handed it to me and let me mess it up, and then you should have seen him solve it. It took him like 30 seconds to do. And I said, "Where did you learn it?" He said, "Oh, the Rubik's Cube Club."
District officials note the levy rate can adjust over time as assessed property values change.
We'll adjust depending on assessed values over time. So, but using projections and whatnot, that's the intention. You're trying to keep that level and predictable.
School officials tell me that while this levy only makes up about 10% of the budget, they say that they do not take that for granted. And they say that at the end of the day, this will all come down to what the voters and the community of Pasco want.
The outcome of those dollars is intended to truly reflect what the community values. So those things that we love about our school district, that's what the money goes towards.
While the Pasco School District continues educating the community about the levy, officials say the final decision rests with the voters. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
If you haven't received one already, ballots for the February 10th special election in both Benton and Franklin counties are on their way to voters. Moving to a story we're following in Oregon, the man suspected of shooting 2 Portland police officers was arrested early Monday morning along Northeast 82nd Avenue. He has been identified as 41-year-old Eric Floyd Elkers and is now being held at the Multnomah County Detention Center for 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of assault, and 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon. The firearm that was suspected to be used in last week's shooting was also found in the area. Court records show Elkers has a lengthy rap sheet with run-ins with the law dating back to 2003. His latest run-in was in 2022 regarding a bank robbery. Portland police say they received more than 200 tips from the community. Turning to sports now, where 2 11-year-old girls from the Tri-Cities represented the United States in the Judo Pan Am Championships. Apple Valley News Now's Jay Gable tells us more about their successful trip to Peru.
Meet Amelia and Natalie, 2 11-year-old girls who just happened to be ranked #1 in the country in judo for their age and weight classes. They both represented the United States at the Pan Am Championships in Peru.
The flight was long, but it was really fun. I got to meet a bunch of new people. It was really fun, yeah.
Both girls train at Tri-City Judo in Kennewick, who currently has 5 students ranked #1 in the U.S. Head sensei Robert Borish speaks highly of both girls and is proud of Amelia's 2 bronze medals.
She just excels at everything. She listens, she's coachable, she's got the gift. She's a great grappler. Her goal is she wants to make the Olympics someday. She's trained 2 trips to Japan to work out in Japan for 10 days at a time. She just gives her all. She's just fully committed, probably one of the best students I've ever had.
International competition is also a learning experience for the young athletes.
I feel like the girls there were better than most girls that I go against. I really liked how they were they were polite and like they wouldn't get mad.
Natalie is all power, all business. She comes in and says, what do you want me to work on? You know, they're both number one in the country and they deserved it. They've been to the national tournaments, they've beaten everybody.
Of just 32 athletes that represented USA Judo at the championships, 2 of them coming from the Tri-Cities is an impressive accomplishment. And these girls are just getting started. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Very impressive indeed. In June, the 2026 USA Judo Junior Olympic National Championships will be held in Spokane, where Natalie and Amelia will look to defend their #1 rankings. Making national news tonight, the Department of Homeland Security says ICE agents will go to Italy for the Olympics. A DHS spokesperson says they'll be in a security role. They won't enforce U.S. immigration laws since they'll be obviously in a foreign country. Current and former Italian lawmakers are urging the Prime Minister to bar the agents. They point to the recent deadly ICE shootings of 2 U.S. citizens in Minneapolis. DHS argues the agents were acting in self-defense in both cases, though critics disagree. Today is International Holocaust Memorial Day. The U.S. Holocaust Museum says it's a time to remember the roughly 6 million Jews who died at the hands of Nazis. It says some people honor them by reading names of victims and others light candles. January 27th marks the anniversary of the Auschwitz concentration camp liberation. Coming up next in tonight's Fly the Northwest, the engineering marvel delivering water to your home. You won't want to miss it, and you won't want to miss your full First Alert weather forecast with Stacy.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2025 Ford Bronco Sport goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Get a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for under $30,000, plus a 2-year premium maintenance plan, only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Swicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
You know, for 8 years, I represented the insurance industry. I learned their secrets. I learned their methods. For the last 30, I've represented the accident victim. We've done over 7,000 cases.
Call 735-0546.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Another morning walk.
With our mom's osteoporosis, I thought our days would be different.
No way! We still get to see each other all the time. If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, you can rapidly build new bone in just 12 months with Evenity, the only bone builder that also helps slow bone loss. And Evenity is proven to significantly reduce spine fracture risk. I love the cool stuff we're doing.
Yeah, we're still out and about exploring.
Yay for building new bone. Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you have had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. Report hip, groin, or thigh pain. Unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity. Ask your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
See you tomorrow. Ever wonder what happens before you turn on the faucet? Tonight, we take a look at some water towers in Washington from a different angle in this Fly the Northwest.
There's multiple different companies that serve water in the valley. I think there's 13 in Spokane County's water districts. Either on legs or on a hill, it's something just to lift the water up to where it needs to be to establish that pressure. We store it so that we can use it at a later date. We have 7 million gallons of water that we can call on at a moment's notice to use for fire flow, or if we had other really high peak uses. The pump house, like is behind us here, where that pumps the water out of the aquifer into our system. And then there's booster stations we have that boost it up hillsides. And then the reservoirs that we were talking about earlier, where we store the water. This well is only 100 feet deep to the top of the aquifer, and we only dug down into it because it's hand dug. We only dug down into 8 or 10 feet. Functionally, the 4 million gallon reservoir at the end of 16th, it's big, it's ugly, it's flat. It stores 4 million gallons of water and could serve the whole system for several days, all on its own if the power went out. You know, the aquifer is so big, so clean, so good. It's an amazing thing, and we need to do all we can to protect its quality and use its quantity wisely.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy Tuesday. We had a sunny start to our day, a cloudy finish to the day, and get ready for some much needed rain headed our direction. Live look out in Kennewick, right on top of our studio, Edison Street. Tonight, 34 degrees. Visibility is good. Our feels like temp is 30, so it's a chilly one outside. Our sunset is nearly happening at 5 p.m., so that is good news. 2 minutes of additional daylight per day. It is on the cold side through the area. A lot of us already dropping down to the freezing level, and we'll continue to see those temps drop as the evening moves on. Here's that first wave coming through overnight tonight. That's going to bring moisture to the west side of the state, some much needed snow and some rain, and maybe even a mixed precipitation right in the middle of Washington and, of course, the Columbia River Gorge. Next system starts to move in on Thursday. We get a little break in between, and then we have a better one setting up for Thursday night. So some wet weather and rain chances possible right on through next Monday. Let's get out the crystal ball and look at that futurecast model where we bring that in overnight tonight. Now we see the rain showers popping up here. Timing could be off a little bit. I'm thinking this is going to happen a little bit later than 10 o'clock, but that pink area there is that freezing rain or that mixed precipitation that we're talking about, which could impact our bridges and overpasses and roads for tomorrow morning. We're also seeing some of that developing here on I-82 between Yakima and Tri-Cities, and then you see possibly some snowflakes or maybe a little rain-snow mix in Ellensburg. That will eventually move off north past Connell up to Ritzville, and then we get a little bit of a break, like I said, Wednesday. Overall, maybe even some sunshine coming out. Then we'll cloud up again in the evening as that next system moves in. Warmer temperatures, though, are going to make this more so rain in our lower elevations, with again some more snow at those upper high elevations, and we're even going to see some snow falling finally in the blues. So everybody's been praying for that, doing their snow dances. We're getting a lot of snow, or not a lot of snow, but much needed snow, I should say. There we go. Down in the 20s tonight, right at those pivotal times when the rain is coming through the region. So again, your morning commute could include a little bit of a slick roadway, so be safe out there. We're expecting anywhere from 3 to 6 inches at Snoqualmie, 3 lower to the ground there at pass level 6 in the mountains. Same thing with White Pass. Blewett Pass could see 2 to 4 inches, and then we're looking at 4 to 6 inches for Tollgate. So we've been needing that snow for quite a long time, as we head out for the weekend. My husband has been dying to ski. Honey, get your skis ready. So we've got that slight chance of rain, but overall a mild day tomorrow. Look for the wet precip overnight. Better chances of rain Thursday. We continue on Friday, but again, we see those cloudy skies and gloominess as we head into the first weekend or the first day of February. There's those cloudy skies, rain chances on Thursday once again in Yakima. Keeping a close eye on Ellensburg for some potential snowflakes or rain-snow mix there with some slick roads possible in the early morning hours. February 1st, Sunday, 42 degrees. Now finally, Ellensburg will see some slightly warmer temperatures with overnight lows getting above freezing. Same thing in Walla Walla. It's been pretty cold there. Walla Walla could see a little bit of fog lingering around the area in the morning with a chance of rain going right on through Sunday. And if you take a look at Hermiston, we've got temperatures finally hitting 50 degrees on Thursday, foggy possibly on Saturday, and a little bit of sunshine possible later in the early part of next week, Monday, Tuesday. Bubblegum Day, I've mentioned that a couple of times.
You're very excited about this Bubblegum Day.
That's right. I mean, hey, enjoy. Something to talk about.
No, I do like the throwing in some fun little national days there
you
that
go.
you do sometimes with Pie Day last week and all of that. So just a little happy, right?
Something to be happy about.
We need a little happy. All right, well, how about a little bit more happy when we come back with what's trending? Social media buzz becomes a reality. The beloved 80s favorite that's returning to McDonald's.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving away the farm this January during a $55,000 high-stakes giveaway with over $5,000 up for grabs. Take home cash prizes and premium Pendleton beef. Multiply your entries every Monday, then spin the prize wheel every Friday and Saturday for your shot at sizzling prizes. And on Saturday, January 31st, 4 finalists will break the bank for $5,000 cash and $500 of Pendleton beef. Stake your claim to countless wins only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, causing irreversible vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Ask your doctor about Izervay.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay is the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for new GA patients. Izervay is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression, which may help preserve your vision longer.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Slow your GA. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
When weather is the big story.
A highway partially collapsed. Highway 12 near Natchez.
Big story coverage.
The river is continuing to rise.
Only one station.
Several rescues are also taking place.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next ET, we're at the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie sounding off on her new voice. Plus, Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien put each other in the hot seat.
Are you going off script already?
Yeah, baby.
Tonight at
Next
7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Start the new year off right with a new 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid, loaded with advanced driver assistance features like Smart Cruise, forward collision avoidance, blind spot warning, and more. All this and 35 miles per gallon combined EPA fuel economy rating. Now just $31,930 after discount and rebate. Test drive a Sportage Hybrid today. Over Turf Kia Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down. But there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered. There is hope. Call today for a free consultation.
Kraken, Capitals. Coverage begins at 7 tonight on My Network TV.
After a lot of social media requests for its return, McDonald's is going vintage and bringing back the popular Changeables Happy Meal from the 80s for a limited run.
This is exciting. Starting today, customers can get the Happy Meal that includes toys that are a lot like Transformers. The toys look like menu items but can be turned into other figures like dinosaurs and robots.
The Changeable Happy Meal was first introduced in 1987. This time around, there will be 16 updated versions of Changeables to choose from. We were trying to decide if we could remember this, and I feel like I remember people talking about Changeables,
Right.
but I couldn't.
They threw the date out there, so now I understand. I was a bit past Happy Meals at that point.
Yeah, maybe that's why you didn't want to get them just for the toy.
Right.
No. All right. Well, from Happy Meal to Happy Shoppers, the National Retail Federation expects Americans will spend $29 billion this Valentine's Day, and that, my friends, is a record amount.
That's wild. According to NRF's annual survey, shoppers are budgeting nearly $200 for gifts.
Excuse me?
$200.
$200.
Wow.
Candy remains the most popular Valentine's Day gift. I bet you could get a lot of candy for $200. Followed by flowers, cards, a night out, and jewelry.
That's right. Good stuff.
Oh my goodness. I say yes to all that stuff. That sounds great.
$200. Did you hear that?
Wow.
No. Just kidding.
And that's if you want to be average. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Just joking. All right. Well, up next,
That's
Stacey.
right. Reason to smile. Hang out for that.
There was a nice lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. I need a bigger house, but with so many choices, who can I trust to help me with a loan? So she called her friends for advice, and they knew exactly what to do.
Yakima Federal helped us when the big bad wolf blew our house down. They had great service and offered a fantastic rate on our new home construction loan. And they won't sell your loan to the big bad wolf.
I'll call them tomorrow. Skip the wolves. Trust Yakima Federal with your next home loan. You'll be glad you did.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you.
We're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We are here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
This President's Day, upgrade every room for less at More Furniture. With sofas starting at $395, beds starting at $195, and mattresses starting at $329. We have styles for every budget. Plus, enjoy free delivery and 0% financing with no money down for 61 months. Shop the President's Day sale today at a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting in Pendleton,
Hermiston, Yakima.
One television station leads the way with local news you trust.
We're Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
Sometimes it's good.
I'm awarding you $800.
Sometimes it's crazy.
A little bit crazy.
But it's always real.
That's terrific.
From opening arguments.
The payment was made on their card.
To closing statements.
We are done here.
Judy Justice, weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
From our family at Bruce Heating and Air, New Year's isn't just a day, it's a moment of magic, reflection, and hope. Another year to bring comfort and care to the community we cherish most.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
And take a quick look. There you go, your reason to smile. Thank you to Stu Malloy for that. Keep submitting those photos, that QR code right there on top of your screen. Thanks to Lifetime Dental. So get ready, we've got rain. We could have some slick roads, so drive safe in the morning.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here for the news at 11.
Have a great night.